Hello, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Michelle Mustavi, and I'm with HXGN TV. Today, I am talking to the top 2 Ignite winners from the Hexagon Geospatial Ignite Challenge. So, for those of you unfamiliar with the Ignite Challenge, it was a call for innovators to use the Smart Map platform to build and develop a smart map. These smart maps were designed to solve real-world problems based on one of 6 themes. In the competition, we had over 150 people submit ideas, and we chose 20 of them to actually go into development. And with us today, we have our top 2 winners. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
To my left, I have Tomas Berezovsky, our first place winner. He is with the Roslov Institute, and his winning map is Mind Map. And I also have Wouter Brox, who is with Imagem and representing the city of Nijmegen with their Smart Emissions Smart Map. Thank you both for joining. Before we hear about the individual smart maps, I'd like to hear from each of you on how you became interested in the smart map technology. Tomas, can you start, or we'll start with you. And can you tell us about the Roslov Institute and what it was about the smart map technology that got you interested?
Michelle, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. It's a great honor to be here. Primary interest of Wrocław Institute is linked data, semantic web, and graph databases combined with geospatial technologies. 2 key factors which attracted us to smart map platforms are business model, which we believe is the future of geospatial industry, and the second one is technological excellence of the platform.
Great. I think one of the exciting elements about smart maps is just the wide range of applications that we can see this technology being used for. Wouter, smart emissions, developed by the city of Nijmegen, is much different application. It focuses on urban planning in a smart city context. Can you tell us about some of the urban planning issues that are faced by cities in the Netherlands and what inspired this smart map?
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. So I'm very honored to represent the second place Ignite winner, the city of Nijmegen. Nijmegen is the oldest city in the Netherlands. It's 2,000 years old, and it has a lot of growth. So one of the reasons why they started the Smart Emission project is because there are neighborhoods that are close to new infrastructure development, roads and bridges. So there's a lot of noise and air quality impacted by the emissions, and second is that the city is transected by the busiest river of Europe with over 160,000 vessels a year. And like we all know, the vessels provide a lot of emissions. And so the city of Nijmegen started this smart emission project, to see if they can incorporate citizens to contribute to solving the problem. So now the system has 50 sensors of air quality and noise sensors that are being combined in a joint sensor network, and they're being operated by the citizens. And together they basically build the information, which is live feed into a smart map. The cool thing about the smart map is that it enables all this dynamic information to be simplified in one easy-to-use information system. And that was one of the reasons why the city of Nijmegen started this project.
Excellent, great. Tomas, you're winning Smart Map, Mind Map. Tell us about what it does and what was the original inspiration for it.
Well, Mind Map is about recording, tracking, and analyzing associations. I believe that associations are the information fabric required to understand our ever-changing world. So I believe that the core of our application is associations.
Great. Tell us about what the primary application is for this smart map currently, and also where you could see it moving into in the future.
Primary application is and will be for some time intelligence, but we also have inquiries from such arenas like family history tracking or media.
Great, excellent. Wouter, Smart Emission incorporates a sensor network along with the smart map. You mentioned that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the sensors and how they integrate with the smart map?
Yeah, so first of all, there's a lot of sensors out there, and there's more and more technology becoming available. And the city of Nijmegen chose this project to use, let's say, low-cost sensors, and they are being calibrated to the national grid, but the low-cost sensors enable a very high-density sensor network. And in urban areas, there's a lot of, let's say, the neighborhood is impacted by high buildings or a little forest. Or so it's important that you use a high-density network to actually solve these small and the local problems.
Great. And how do they incorporate into the smart map?
So the sensors are all connected to the internet and send their data to a cloud application that transforms all of the raw data into concise information, and the smart map is able to use those feeds live and basically show the information in a sort of traffic light model where it says, red it's not clean, and green says the air quality is good. So they do the same for noise, and that makes the information screen, the smart map, very concise dashboards that you can use for citizens.
Excellent. It's easy to imagine that smart emission could potentially be used in cities around the world. What do you think are the next steps for this application, and where do you see it going into the future?
Well, presenting smart emission at this conference, we get a lot of interest for it. Currently, the smart emission project is moving from, let's say, the R&D phase, in which we have included the university and the National Health Institute, and now moving into an operational phase where the city of Nijmegen has also said, well, we want Imagem to operate this. There's now a letter of intent signed by 5 more municipalities that want to adopt this same smart emission solution, and hopefully in the near future we can also provide this solution internationally, because at least at this conference there's a lot of interest for it, so I'm very enthusiastic about it.
Excellent. All right, well, each of you, along with your teams, have now spent some time working with the smart map platform. What would you say has been the biggest benefit when working with this technology?
From my perspective, the biggest benefit is that we could focus on our industry application, as Smart Map provides the content, functionality, deployment environment, as well as marketing. So we could be really focused on our application. So I think that's the biggest benefit from my perspective.
Great. And Wouter, do you have anything to add about the benefits of using the smart map platform?
Well, we learned that the smart map platform, and I'm also speaking on behalf of the city of Nijmegen, is very flexible. In an early phase, we thought some requirements were very hard to catch, and now we've learned that the platform enables a lot of hybrid approaches. So we're very happy that the platform is so flexible and easy to create applications, and if you have one and it solves a problem and creates a new question, you're able to adopt and to change the system into a new version of the smart map quickly. I don't know if you recognize that, Thomas, but it creates a situation where you're flexible in moving on as the world changes.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah. Kind of expanding on that a little bit, how do you think that this type of technology is changing the geospatial industry?
I believe that Smart Map is a game changer in terms of the business model, as I mentioned before, and I think that's the key change here.
Yeah. Wouter, any comments?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I can mention. It's going to be a very long interview, but one of the things I personally get very excited about is that, traditionally the geospatial industry was providing solutions to the bigger organizations, and now we're actually providing solutions that are being used by the citizens on their mobile phone, and personally that gets me very excited. Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, Tomas and Wouter, thank you so much for spending some time with me today and talking to me about your winning smart maps. Again, a big congratulations to you both. For more information on today's topic, please visit hexagongeospatial.com/ignite. And for more episodes of Hexagon TV, please visit hxgntv.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.